Hello and welcome to another unboxing. Today we're going to take a look at this, the 2011 release from Hobbyboss of the BJ2022JC Yongshi half-ton SUV. It comes in a very colourful box. Enough waffling, let's take a look at what's in the box. Left top box containing instructions and painting guide. We'll take a look at those in a moment. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of sprues, a bag with decals. The hero parts consist of 1, 2 components, set of tyres, set of transparencies, and a sheet of photo etch metal. So I'll change the colour mat and we'll take a look at the contents of the bags. We'll start off with the Sprue E. It consists of what looks like the top of an engine block, dashboard, transmission units, springs, and the lower frame for the chassis. Looks like the wheel hubs as well. Nicely rendered, a few knockout pin marks, but very nice, moulded in black plastic. Sprue D. More of the chassis fittings. Here we have the exhaust unit, radiators, looks like hubcaps, gearbox transmission, and 5 hubs for the wheels. Again, for a 2011 kit, this is nicely moulded. There's no flash, a few knockout marks. Certainly useful. Now we'll look at Sprue B. Sprue B is moulded in a grey-green colour. It contains a couple of seats, the bench seats, the tilt cover and the roof cover. Again, a few injector pin marks, a few knockout marks, pretty bad inside the lid, but again, no flash present, very nice. Then we will look at Sprue A. Sprue A is moulded in a bright olive green plastic. It consists of the bonnet, the windshield, what looks like the front bump plates for the front of the vehicle, the doors and the windows for the upper cover. Again, nicely moulded. Knockout marks, but most of them are the insides of seats and doors. Sprue C. Sprue C consists of the centre console, door inserts, door cards, seat mount, steering wheel, gear selectors, some grab handles. Again, no flash present, nicely moulded, knockout pin marks, but they all seem to be on the insides of parts that you glue together. Okay, on we go. Next we have the 2 hero parts consisting of the upper body. This comes in a nice bubble wrap, and we have the floor plate. Again, nicely moulded. The knockout marks are in areas which are hidden, which is quite nice. Goes into a vehicle that's going to be about 12 centimeters long. Nicely done. In the bag is the clear transparent parts. These come wrapped in some soft, you know, this stuff, I can't remember what it's called, But it's a nice thing features some of the Hobbyboss interpreter kits that they protect the more valuable parts with this material. And here we have it, the clear transparent parts. No blemishes at all on those. Again, some knockout lugs on the externals of the windows. It'll trim off nicely. Again, no flash pleasant, and they're absolutely clear. Also included in the kit is a photo etch fret of a silverized metal, consisting of what looks like disc brakes, registration plates. I think those are light covers. Not sure what these are, but again, nicely dealt with, nicely rendered. There are the tyres, moulded in rubber, very tough rubber, nicely detailed on both sides, option of with nice grip treads, and no visible mould seam that I can see. And there are 5 supplied in the kit. And lastly, the decal site. This is quite an extensive sheet. Again, the camera may not pick this up, but there are letters in both English and Chinese. Those things here are the white walls for one of the paint options. You have registration plates, warning signs, dashboard consoles, call signs, national Chinese emblems, and United Nations. So let's take a look at the instructions now, shall we? And on to the instructions. A4 booklet size, stapled together. Page 1 is a description of the vehicle with the usual instructions about how to make a model and how to apply the decals, with the usual idiot grams down the bottom. Page 2, sorry, is the parts layout, the sprues and what's included in the box. Step 1 consists of the lower hull plate, the chassis frame, the gearbox, and what looks like a fuel tank. Step 2 is fitting the instructions and the suspension unit, front suspension unit. Step 3 is the drive shaft. Step 4 is the wishbones. Step 4 is the rear suspension and transmission unit. Step 5 is installing the engine and the radiators. Step 6, the back seats and the front firewall. Step 7, the centre console and the brake, clutch and accelerator pedals. Step 8 is assembly of the seats and assembly of the inside of the back cards. Step 9 is the opposite seat and more parts to the inside of the vehicle rear. Step 10, assembly of the wheels, the brake discs, and brake drums for the front and rear. Step 11 and 12 are the same. Step 13, we move on to the internals, fitting of the lights, more headlamps and the rear lamps, and those photo etch pieces that I couldn't identify are actually covers for the headlights. Step 14 is assembly of the front lights, the front guard mesh and the air intake vents. Step 15 is assembly of the door cards and the front and rear doors. Step 16 is the centre console and the steering wheel. Step 17, more doors, more card inserts for the outsides of the doors. Step 18 is fitting of the doors on the left hand side of the vehicle and the rear door. Step 19 is the windshield, sun visors, and assembly of the upper hull to the lower hull. Step 20 is the assembly of the front bumper. Step 21 is installation of the front bumper. You get a choice of two, one with a winch, one without a winch. Step 21 also involves assembling the bonnet. Step 22 is the rear bumper plates and the internal roll cage. Step 23 is the back wheel. Step 23A or B is the option to how you display the vehicle or finish the vehicle. You can have it with or without the overall the top cover on top. And 24 is the assembly of the windshields, the side doors, and putting on the roof. So I think we got that the wrong way around. Nope, you make a choice in stage 23 with how you're going to display the model, with or without the roof on top. There we go. And that is it. That's the Hobbyboss Yongshi SUV. Again, at the end there will be snapshots of all the sprues. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you again. Bye. Dropped the gun a bit there. I forgot the colour options. Ha! So you have a choice of 6 by the looks of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have the overall Chinese olive drab. You can have the 2009 Parade digital camouflage, my personal favourite. You have a 2009 Parade standard camouflage. You have the People's Liberation Army Navy, the ocean camouflage in blues. You can have the People's Liberation Army hungriness camouflage. Now I think that's a mistake. I think that hungriness should be desert. And finally you have the UN Security Force white.